What is going on, guys? This is Miasin and welcome to my Springans deck profile. So right before I started trying to, figure out combos for this deck, I had no idea how to play this deck whatsoever. It looked really complicated. Most cards actually kind of suck in a way, but there are a few Springans monsters that are actually really good, and they do something, and they have like inherent synergy with the deck. And on top of that, the Springans monsters are related to the Splight monsters in the lore. So in other words, there's like inherent synergy that a lot of people don't understand. So Smashers, it not only has like the Splight effect of, being able to banish a card your opponent controls by banishing a level, a rank, or link to monster you control, but on top of that, you can also summon a Springans monster directly from your deck, or revive back a Therion monster from the grave. And the Therion Regulus, as well as the Therion Field Spell, can both be searched by the Sargass, which doesn't even require 2 level 8 monsters to summon, because you can straight up summon it on top of the Merrymaker. And again, you're never XC summoning the Merrymaker because you can cheat it out with Gold Golgunta. So this deck really has a lot of nasty tools to be able to let you make a lot of interruptions. And if you don't understand anything about this deck, don't worry, I got you. I've uploaded a combo video yesterday that should put you in context. So if you need like any form of explanation, just let me know and I'll try to explain everything I can. But yeah, anyways, before we get into this deck profile, friendly reminder to smash the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys. Let's try to get this video to 1,000 likes. I'll be making a live stream on this deck as soon as we get it, and now let's jump right into it. Alright, so the first card I'm playing is a card that really has like I don't even know, there's really no argument for me to play this card. It's just like a good card, but if you want to play Fenrir and you want to play like hand traps instead, then go for it. There's really, like I said, no reason for that. Same thing with Triple Tactic Talent, it's just another utility card, and Infinite Impermanence. So whenever you see like these kind of cards, just know that you can play whatever you prefer the most. So if you want to play like Bystios instead, play Bystios. If you want to play like other form of going second cards, like Dark Ruler or whatever, then play these cards instead. So yeah, I don't really want to explain these cards moving forward. Anyways, now for the actual real cards that deserve an explanation. So Double Regulus, you can search this with the Field Spell or the Sargass, and it's a really nice negate. I don't think there's like any way to generate advantage when you equip back a monster to the Regulus. It's not with like Cyber Dragon, where like when you get back Cyber Dragon, you can make Fortress, or when you get back the Hurts, you get its effect again when you like negate and then send the Hurts to the graveyard. But in this deck, being able to easily search an Omni-Negate with the Sargass, and on top of like being able to like bounce back a card. Oh yeah, you know what? Actually, that might be a good synergy with Regulus. So you can go like Regulus, get back something, and then you use the effect of Sargass to like bounce back that card to your hand. That's not too bad, yeah, okay, so you know what? There we go. I actually just figured out something out with you guys. But yeah, very good card. And then only one Branga. You can't really summon this card very easily. It's really just a card that you're trying to discard or Foolish so that you can use its graveyard effect, either to like get it like underneath a Springans monster, or to banish it as well as another Springans monster to add any Springans card from your deck to your hand. So either way, it's a good card to have in your grave, but not really in your hand. And then I got the two level 4 monsters, 3 copies of each, so 3 Rocky and then 3 Brothers. Brothers is like not good to draw, but it's really, really broken to like send either from the hand or deck to the graveyard, preferably from your deck. But basically what it does is like whenever it's Foolish, you can revive back a Springans monster from the grave, and then it has the exact same effect to like attach itself to Springans Xyz monster underneath it as an Xyz material. And then the Rocky, it obviously on the normal or special summon, you can recycle back either the Field Spell or any Springans monster. So that is how you, basically the combo is that you Foolish for the Brothers, and then you are going to be reviving back the Rocky, recycle back the Brothers, normal summon the Brothers, and then you're going to be making Gear Gigant, and the Sargass obviously gets you the Field Spell, and then you link off for Platinum Gadget, summon the Cyberstein, because the Cyberstein you search it with the Gear Gigant, and it's a level 2, so you can make Gigantic using this and the Platinum Gadget. So everything falls like in line completely, and you really don't have to play like the other Splight monsters, or rather should I say like the Nimble cards with Swafrog. It would denaturalize the deck completely. The Splight cards are not really starters or anything, it's really just like extenders after a combo. But they're decent cards, and like I said, again, Smashers is like an actual Springans cards as well. It's not just a Splight card. So yeah, I'm playing 1 Jet, 1 Red, 1 Blue, and then 1 Cyberstein, 1 Starter, and double Smashers. I'm not trying to play Carrot. It makes no sense because there's no reason to have like a Spell Trap Negate if I'm already summoning an Atreya Exterior with Cyberstein. But the Red actually allows me to cover more ground, so it's smart to play Red and not Carrot. And either way, Carrot is not really good going second. Pixies could actually make a bit of sense. But yeah, Blue and Jet, I don't think you really need more than one anyways, because like you're not really trying to draw them that much, really just trying to special summon them directly from the deck. And none of them are bricks if you draw them, because you just go like into the other one. So if you draw like red, then you go like blue into jet into smashers, and then special summon the jet from the hand, the red, sorry. Or if you draw the jet, then you go blue into red, and then, you know, search that. Every path, again, leads to Rome. It really doesn't matter at all. But yeah, this is like the perfect ratio, at least for me. But if you have any feedback, let us all know. And like I said, only one starter, you really don't need more than that. There might be a world in which just not playing this card might also make sense. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's it for these cards. And now for the Springans cards, I'm playing triple Watch as well as triple Booty, triple Field Spell, and triple Tally-Ho. So there are a lot of terraformings in this deck. This card is a terraforming in case you don't have the gold Golgonda already. Or if you already have it, what you can do with this card is that you can search a Springans monster and then foolish your deck for a Springans monster. That is absolutely ridiculous. So it's actually a really, really good card. And then Booty is a little less good. It has like a weird effect to like prevent an effect monster on the field from activating its effect whenever one of your Xyz monster you control leaves the field by a card effect, but that's not really relevant. It's a little hard to trigger, honestly. But, I mean, it can come up every now and then, but the really relevant effect about this card is being able to send it from the field to the graveyard in order to activate one field spell directly from your deck. And you can also dodge Ash that way, because this card does not lose to Ash at all. You're really summoning from your extra deck and not from your deck. And yeah, speaking of the field spell, this card is the heart and soul of this deck. So if you control no Springans Xyz monsters, which will always be the case, you can discard one Spriggan card, and then special summon one Springans Xyz monster from your extra deck. So you could also play the rank 8, but I don't really know if I need it. The Merrymaker is just absolutely insane. It's like a foolish burial, so why not? And yeah, it has another effect, but again, it doesn't really matter too much, and also boosts the attack of your Springans Xyz. None of this really matters too much, because even the Champion Sargass is not even a Spriggan, so this card, you're typically not going to be keeping on the field for long. You're going to be bouncing it back with the Sargass, and then replacing it with a Theron Field Spell, which is much better. So not only are you searching back Regulus, but it also protects your monsters from being destroyed by battle, and if, well, once per turn, and if one of them actually does get destroyed by battle, you can recycle back the Regulus, so that is absolutely free real estate. And then Tally-Ho is by far the best one, so you can add one Spriggan monster from your deck to your hand, and if you want to, you can detach up to 3 materials from Xyz monsters on the field. And when you're doing that, after searching, you can also revive back or summoning from the hand any amount of Spriggan's monster that matches the amount of materials detached. So that is ridiculous. And it also has another neat graveyard effect, but you can only use one effect per turn, and only once that turn, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but really not the end of the world. And for more consistency, prosperity, of course, I don't really think this deck has any draw power, so this card really never conflicts. Terraforming for, again, like 20 billion field spells. Triple Tactic Talent, Simperum, like I said, the utility cards that are very interchangeable. So at least 7 utility cards that you can play like completely different cards if you want to. Now for the extra deck, I'm playing one Exterio, one Zeus. It's very easy to have a Zeus with 4 materials in this deck because Sargass can slap itself on top of whatever. It really doesn't matter. Any like rank 4 that you make or rank 2. Actually, no, that's not true. But yeah, like the Merrymaker. You can hard make this card and then go into Sargass, go into Zeus. And that's it, that's all. And then when Gear Gigant, double Merrymaker that you're summoning off of the Gold Golgunda. You might try to like squeeze in the rank 8, like I said, it really depends on your needs. One Gigantic, one Gin Buster. Very nice to like detach materials on your opponent's turn so you can trigger the Sargass to like interrupt your opponent even further. Avramax that you can summon off of, you know, the Masquerena, same thing with Unicorn. Platinum Gadget that summons the Cyberstein from the hand. Double Elf and, yeah, the Masquerena. And now for the idea section, the carrot that you shouldn't play. I really don't recommend playing this card at all. Downward Magician that you're never going to be summoning because the Sargass is basically Downward Magician. Mankin Cat, this is not a Splight deck, so no reason. Appaloosa, it's pretty irrelevant, honestly. Dark, not really good. Your monsters are fire. Bujin Kashima, I don't know what's here. Sprite Splint, I don't recommend it because basically you can't really link off the Platinum Gadget, so you have to use it like as an Xyz material for Gigantic, and by the time you do that, you can't really abuse Sprite Splint like very well, so it's not really worth it. And then finally, Foolish Burial if you want to send like your Spriggan's monsters, and Call by the Grave, which could be a utility card. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.